Hello, Jays Nation. We're back with the latest news and updates on the Toronto Blue Jays. What's happening behind the scenes at the Rogers Center? Major changes are on the horizon, and today we're diving into the possible departure of some veteran players that could definitely impact the team's future. George Springer, Alec Manoah, and Chris Bassitt are in the spotlight, and the decisions management makes now could set the course for next season. Before we get into the details, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. Every subscription is essential to strengthen our Jays Nation community and help us bring even more content about what you love. The Toronto Blue Jays. Let's dive into the latest updates on the Jays and understand what these changes could mean for our team. Changes on the horizon. The future of the Blue Jays at stake with possible veteran exits. The 2024 season was a real challenge for the Toronto Blue Jays, and now the team finds itself at a crossroads that could define its baseball future. What happens when results don't meet expectations? For many fans, the answer lies in the possible departures of key veterans like George Springer, Alec Manoah, and Chris Bassitt. Baseball lovers know that change is an integral part of this fascinating sport, but the situation for the Blue Jays is delicate. George Springer, one of the team's highest-paid players, is at the center of these discussions. With an impressive $25 million annual salary, fans' frustration is understandable. How do you justify such a high investment in a player whose recent performance hasn't quite matched it? The team may face challenges in negotiating his contract, which raises a question. Is it worth sticking with Springer, or is it time to reassess his impact on the team? Then there's the case of Alec Manoah, a young talent who once promised so much but has struggled with injuries and inconsistent performances since 2022. What can we expect from him? If you were a Blue Jays executive, would you give another chance to a player who has shown such brilliance in some games, but also such fragility in others? This decision will undoubtedly stir debate among fans and analysts alike. On the other hand, Chris Bassitt, who seems more aligned with the team's needs, could be easier to move in the market. His contract is less hefty and might attract interest from other franchises if the team decides to revamp its starting rotation for 2025. Is Bassitt, with his 4.16 ERA, truly the piece the Blue Jays need? Or is it time to search for a fresh face that could deliver more solid results? The situation is clear. Changes are needed for the Blue Jays to compete in the tough American League East. Questions linger in the air. Are fans ready to see these veterans leave? And more importantly, who would they like to see fill those roles if changes are made? Which player, in your opinion, could make a difference next season? In my view, the possible changes the Toronto Blue Jays are considering raise deep questions about the team's future and our relationship with our players. It's always tough to see veterans, especially those who've been part of our journey, leave the team. George Springer, for example, may be a controversial figure for many fans. On one hand, he's brought unforgettable moments and experience to the group. On the other, his recent performance raises doubts about whether this is the best direction for the Jays. As for Alec Manoah, it's an even more complicated dilemma. A young player with so much potential who hasn't managed to find his footing recently. It makes us wonder, how do you balance the need for current results with hope for the future? Keeping a talent like him may be risky, but at the same time, fans always hope for surprises and positive turnarounds. Management's decisions require courage and vision. Considering all of this, I'd love to hear what you think about the Blue Jays' current situation. Should we keep betting on experience, or is it time to seek new talent? Share your opinions in the comments. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your support is vital for our Jays Nation community to keep growing and discussing what really matters, the future of the Toronto Blue Jays.